Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 16th October 2023. So what are the current affairs we are going to discuss that will be important from our UPSC point of view, state public service examination point of view, and even from other competitive examination. So if you want to clear any competitive examination, current affairs plays a very important role, and for that you have to read one national newspaper every day. And here in this session we are going to see The Hindu Delhi edition, and the date here is 16th October and today is Monday. So in Monday there is no business paper, so there is no need of reading business paper in this Monday's paper. So let us see the articles which are important from our UPSC point of view, and later on we are going to see which are the perspectives you need to think about, so that we can understand how we can connect our static syllabus with this dynamic syllabus, and wherever possible we are also going to practice the prelims questions and also mains questions. So this is the first paper. So there is one important article that is about new investments slowed again in Q2, says 2023 to 2024 survey. So one survey says that there is decreased investments. So here you have to know about what is the role of investments. So what is the role of investments in our Indian economy, and what are the benefits of investments, and you have to see what are the challenges that led to decreasing of investments in our country, and you have to give some measures. So this question is important from your mains and as well as prelims. That means investments is important from your mains and prelims. So investments will be helpful especially for the development of the country as a whole. And if you see benefits, so if you are getting investments, so we can go for development projects, so we can invest in education, we can invest in health. So all these sectors are very important for our economic growth. And whenever we are getting investments, so we can go for increasing of employment opportunities. So whenever we are increasing employment opportunities, so people will be getting the proper livelihood and people will be getting salaries such that it will also improve the standard of living of people, SL of people. So whenever the standard of living of people is increasing, indirectly we can also achieve sustainable development goals, like we can decrease poverty, so we can decrease hunger, we can increase quality of life, improving of standard of living, and we can fight against lot of challenges which is facing by our country. So all these things are very important and everything is interconnected. And you have to see what are the challenges, so why there is decreasing of investments in our country, and you have to see like how can we improve these investments by taking some measures. So all these perspectives are important from this article point of view. I hope you got this right. And you can leave the city page, there is nothing much important, and even the states page also. I found many articles are political articles because of elections. So there is no need of bothering about that. So if you have watched yesterday's class, I gave you one homework that is color coded warning system of IMD. But only I think one student gave the reply. So what happened to others? So we are not giving the answers for the questions I am asking. So whenever I am asking questions, that is for your benefit only. So give the answers, do some research after the class is done. Clear? So I want to take that topic also because many students did not have responded to that question. So here the topic is heavy rain in parts of Kerala, orange alert issued. So yesterday we studied that IMD issued yellow alert, and now it this yellow alert which increased it to orange alert. So normally we will be having the 4 color coding system. First one is green, next one is yellow, and third one is orange, and last is red. So in this way here the severity will be increased. So here we have to see those things which is very important. And here you can also refer some facts regarding this IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. And this topic is important from environment and ecology and as well as from your geography point of view, which comes in the GS paper 1 and 3 respectively. And here you can see there is one image of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur ji. Okay, actually today is the birth anniversary. So because of this, yes, you can't expect or you can't predict UPSC. So there might be a question from this topic itself. So we are going to see some facts regarding this personality as well. And in this editorial page, so this topic is not at all important, is regarding Congress party. And this topic we discussed like what is this Israel-Hamas issue. And next topic it is about water for granted. So actually this article is talking about World Food Day. And actually we are celebrating this World Food Day on October 16th every year. And I wish you a very happy World Food Day. So on this day, try to take a oath. So all the students who are preparing for UPSC, if you are taking an oath like we are not going to waste food anymore, so we can save a lot of food. Yes or no? So take this oath like I am not going to waste any food which is present in my plate from today. Okay, so here we have to know about World Food Day. So actually on this day, the theme of this year is water is life, water is food. So without water, we can't go for cultivation. But the challenge here is because of climate crisis, what happened? There is water scarcity is seen, and even there is water exploitation is seen in number of areas. And in some metropolitan cities, so they are facing water crisis. So whenever we are not saving this water, so we are not going to save food in the future. So this is the idea of this article. So here we have to see each and every point. So each and every point is very important here, and you can make data from this article as well. And in opinion page there is article regarding gender pay gap in the workforce. That means whenever women and men are going to the work, so men are high paid than compared to that of women. That is the meaning of this gender pay gap. So already in our country we are having the constitution, and we are having some constitution mandate says that equal pay for work, correct? But even now also we are seeing this gender pay gap. So you have to understand what is the meaning of this gender pay gap. So what exactly is this gender pay gap? And you have to see what are the reasons for that. So what are the reasons for this and what is the way forward? So these things are important. And if you move on in this text and context, again there is article regarding this Israel-Hamas. Okay, and next one here is the United Nations approved Kenya-led security mission to Haiti. So you have to see where is Haiti. Haiti is island nation which is present in this Caribbean Sea, right? So here Haiti which is facing political instability and number of attacks are happening in this Haiti that led to the loss of lives of people. So here Haiti approached the United Nations Security Council, and finally here United Nations Security Council accepted to provide some assistance. Okay, so this article is also very important, and here there is a chance of getting map based question. And if you move on to this news page, here you can see one article that is study estimates count of UAVs, that is unmanned aerial vehicles. So these unmanned aerial vehicles are nothing but drones. So study estimates the count of UAVs required for the 3 services. So we need more number of UAVs for our services like Indian Army, Indian Navy and Air Force. So here you have to see what are the advantages or applications of this UAVs. That's it, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so this might be your prelims question or even mains question regarding applications of UAVs. And here you can see one more interesting article that is about RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Actually, India came out of this RCEP. Okay, India came out of this RCEP, but some of our neighboring nations like Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, they want to be the members of this RCEP now. So in this context, Sri Lanka already applied to join this RCEP, and Bangladesh government is thinking to come up with the joining as a member of this RCEP. So here you have to see what is this RCEP, and next one here is why India came out of this RCEP. So please let me know what are the challenges in this RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So this is very important from your international relations, which comes in the GS paper 2. And if you move on, so in this page number 12, you can see article that is Center likely to raise age of retirement of scientists to 65. So actually as of now the age of retirement is 62. So now we are increasing it to 65. So here you have to see what will be the advantages of increasing of retirement age of scientists. They can work for more 3 years, right? So actually here in the retirement also the age is 60 and as well as 62. So the scientists who are working in government, they will retire at age of 60, and who are working at this ICAR, that is Indian Council of Research, Agricultural Research, and even ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, they will retire at 62. So this is also a prelims fact that you have to remember. And here there is one article that is about Kaziranga Sanctuary reopens with tribute to British era officer. So here you have to focus on just Kaziranga National Park. So it is located in state of Assam. Okay, so here you have to see like which are the animals seen in this Kaziranga National Park, and which are the rivers which are flowing in this Kaziranga National Park, and what kind of challenges it is faced by this Kaziranga National Park. So all these things are important from your environment and ecology, and this topic is at most important from your prelims. And if you move on to world page, so here you can see one article that is regarding CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. So China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, it is a part of BRI, Belt and Road Initiative of China. So India has a lot of concerns regarding the CPEC because it is moving in this Pak occupied Kashmir. So India says that this area which also comes under the part of our country, so without the permission of India, how can other countries can pass to the territory of a country? So this is the issue here, and you have to see what is the CPEC. Okay, that's all. These are the very important articles that you have to see. And now let us try to see the detailed analysis of those topics. So first topic, it is about new investments showed again in Q2 of 2023 to 2024 SAY survey. So what are the points which are important from UPSC point of view are going to discuss, and I will be also giving you the other perspectives as well, right? So reading each and every word which is present in the article is not at all important, and remembering all these facts like 66.5%, 28,000 crore, that will be not at all useful. So that is not the way of reading newspaper for examinations. Okay, is that clear? So context says that the fresh or the new investments in our country had been declined in this Q2. So how much it dropped? It dropped around 13%. So when we are comparing with the first quarter, so in the second quarter, about 13% decreased. So this is the thing which mainly said, and which sector there is decreased? We have decreased investments in manufacturing, infrastructure and electricity sector. So in these three sectors there is decreasing of fresh or new investments. Okay, so why? What are the reasons? So what are the challenges here? The first one is because of inflation. So in our country, from COVID-19 pandemic onwards, from 2020 onwards, there is inflation which is seen. So because of this inflationary pressures, because of the tightening of monetary policy, so many companies are not interested to invest in India, and they are searching for other alternative markets, okay, rather than coming to India. So this is the first reason that led to decreasing of investments. And next one is geopolitical risk. So there is also increasing of geopolitical tensions because of trade wars, because of sanctions. For example, you can talk about this Katsa, and because of cyber attacks, because of trade flows, because of supply chains, energy security and market sentiment. So because of all these things also there is decreased investment. And even due to this COVID-19 pandemic, so we already experienced supply chain disruptions. So because of the supply chain disruptions, availability and the cost of raw material which also had been increased, right? So it is because of inflation, and especially that led to the decreasing of economic activity. So because of these peoples or industries or the groups, they are not much interested in these investments. And next one is climate change. So climate change which presents a physical risk to infrastructure and agriculture, health, biodiversity, etc. So because of this also, yes, there is decreased investments. Okay, so these are the challenges that we see that led to decreased investments. So what can be done? So we can strengthen the diplomatic relations so that we can come up with the proper bilateral talks with the countries, and we can also promote trade, investment and strengthening of diplomatic relations. Okay, that will enhance India's attractiveness towards other countries as well. And we can continue implementing the reforms to improve the ease of doing business. And even whatever the bureaucratic hurdles are there, so we have to address those hurdles. And we have to simplify the procedures, and we have to enhance transparency to facilitate the foreign investments. So this thing that we can do. And apart from that, we have to focus on sustainable practices. So, and we have to see the investment in the energy, that is especially clean energy, renewable energy, clean technologies and climate resilience measures, etc. So that we can also decrease environmental risk and attract especially responsible, social responsible sovereign investors in our country. So in which areas we have to focus? We have to focus on this renewable energy, clean energy and as well as clean technology, so that we can attract these socially responsible sovereign investors. And we can also focus on skill development programs and education to nurture highly skilled workforce, so that we can enhance India's competitive advantage, so that we can attract long-term investments into our country. So this is about this topic in detail, and I hope it is very much clear. Yes or no? Yes, right? And next topic is heavy rain in parts of Kerala, orange alert issued. So what happened? So because of depression which formed in this Bay of Bengal region, so in future we may going to have a cyclone. So because of this depression which created in this Bay of Bengal, so that led to rainfall in this Kerala region. So here context says that heavy rain is likely to lash parts of Kerala till at least Tuesday. That thing which said by Indian Meteorological Department. So in which areas? So areas like Kollam, Patanvitha, Alappuzha, that is Alapi, Idukki, etc. They are on orange alert now. So here you have to know about color coded weathering warning of IMD. So IMD will be issuing this alerts because to alert the people ahead of severe hazardous weather. So IMD will be coming up with early weather forecasting, early warning system, and will be giving the warning to that people so who are in danger. And this will also helps to decrease the damage from the widespread disruption or the danger to their life, and these warnings they will be updated daily. And we have 4 color codes. The first one is green. Green means everything is well, all is well, so you can do your work safely. And this one is yellow. Yellow means be aware. So yellow indicates severely bad weather spanning across several days. And even this also suggests that weather could change for the worse and causing the disruptions in the day-to-day activities. And next one here is orange or amber. Amber means be prepared. You have to be prepared because extremely bad weather is seen, and that will lead to disruption in the road, rail closures, and that will also interrupt the power supply. And red means we have to take an urgent action, okay, like we have to stop the traveling and power because it is having a significant risk to life and as well as property, so that this red alert will be issued. So these are the 4 things that you have to remember. And next one, it is about Baba Banda Singh Bahadur ji. So this article is important from your prelims point of view. So here Banda Singh Bahadur, so born Lakshman Dev, that is 1670 to 1760, and he was a Sikh warrior and commander of Khalsa army. He was commander of Khalsa army, and at age of 15 itself he left home and he became a Hindu ascetic, and he was given name Madho Das. Okay, he also preached Hindu, and he established a monastery at Nanded. So please let me know where is this Nanded located. And it is on the bank of river Godavari, and in 1708 he became a disciple of Guru Gobind Singh, and at that time he got a new name, that is Banda Bahadur. And he came to Kanda in Sonipat, and he assembled a fighting force that led to struggle against the Mughal Empire. So finally he was caught by the Mughals and he was killed brutally by the Mughals in year 1716. So this is the story of this Banda Bahadur. And next topic, it is about World Food Day. So this article is important from your environment and ecology. So this topic is at most important. So now let us try to see this topic. So here, this year 2023, on this October 16th, we are celebrating this World Food Day. So theme of this year is water is life, water is food. So because of this, we have a call for urgent action to manage water resources, because the availability or the lack of water which become even more critical with increasing of climate extremes. So because of this increasing of climate change, yes, there will be impact on this availability and the water. So water availability and also leads to the scarcity or the crisis of water. So countries, they face severe challenges like droughts, floods, unseasonal rains and prolonged dry spells because of this climate change. And even if you want to see, like, we have to achieve the sustainable development goals by 2030, that means it is like 7 years from now. So what are the actions we are taking, that is countries are taking, they are very, very slow progress. So this is the thing which mainly set. And if you are talking about water and food production, so poor water management, and we are seeing there is misuse of water, and we are also seeing pollution and even climate change or climate crisis. So that led to degraded of fresh water supplies and ecosystem. So because of this, what happened, we are facing issues regarding the decreased food productivity. So about 40% of the planet's total land area is degraded. Because of this, it leaving the farmers with less productive land. So 40% of the total land on the planet which had been degraded. So how can we go for agricultural production in these areas? We can't. And even small scale farmers, who make up more than 80% of farmers globally, so they are affected because of lack of access to finance. They do not have proper technology. They do not have proper irrigation or micro irrigation to maintain the level of production. So because of this, indirectly this climate change is also affecting the life of these farmers. And this one is extreme weather events and variability in water availability they are severely affecting agricultural production and even changing agroecological conditions and shifting growing seasons. And next one is because of the changes in this rainfall pattern and because of this very high temperature, so even it will be also affecting the crop productivity, and that will leads to reduction of food availability, and it will be one important problem for maintaining of food security by the governments. And if you see data which is given in this article, it says that Government of India assessed impact of climate change in 2050 and 2080. And they started using some climate projections and crop stimulation models. So without adaptation measures, so rain-fed rice yields in India, they are projected to reduced by 20% in 2050. So here some estimates says that so we are going to decrease agricultural productivity by 20% by 2050, and we have to think about our future generations, our children, our grandchildren, how they will live without this food. And by 47% decrease will happen by 2080 scenarios. And even irrigated rice yields are projected to decline by 3.5% and as well as by 25% in 2080 scenarios. So even if you are having the proper irrigation also, that will lead to decreasing of this production of rice. And if you see the wheat yields are predicted to decrease by 19.3% in 2050 and 40% decrease will happen by 2080. Okay, and even if you see the maize, so maize yields will also decline by 80% and 23% in 2050 and 2080 respectively. So this is the data which says that yes, there is going to decreasing of food productivity. So what are the steps can be taken? So these steps will be very important. So first one is to achieve global food and nutrition security. So we need to come up with political commitments. So all countries, they need to come together and they have to make meaningful investments. And we have to come up with new policies, investments, and these should promote technology that will allow the farmers to increase their productivity. And even farmers, they need to adapt climate change and they have to become more resilient to the shocks as well. And we have to focus on environmentally and socially sustainable and financially viable irrigation and water management strategies. And we have to reduce this climate footprint for agriculture production, and we have to decrease this biohazards and environmental pollution as well. And apart from that, we have to bring this sanitation and drinking water supplies closer to these rural households, and we have to adapt efficient food and water recycling strategies as well. Okay, that will be helpful for sustainable, equitable water regulations, management and access and ownership as well. So even United Nations food agencies, they work closely with the Government of India and state governments on innovations such as solar for resilience, secure fishing, and the revival of millets for renewable energy promotion, food security and nutrition. So for all these things, yes, governments of all the countries, they need to come together to address this challenge of climate change. So if you are not addressing this issue, yes, you are going to face food insecurity and decreasing of this food productivity, and farmers will be get affected the most. And now let us see next topic. It is about closing gender pay gap in the workforce, and this topic is at most important from your economy point of view. So what is this gender pay gap? So here gender pay gap is nothing but the difference in average wages or earnings between a men and women in the country. So there is a lot of gap which is present in India. So even though we are having constitutional provisions and various efforts we are taking to promote gender equality, but this gender gap is a one important issue that's still prevalent in our country. And if you see the reasons for the gender pay gap, so first one here is there is occupational segregation. So actually if you see women, they will be normally working as teachers, for example like me, and also like caregivers, nurses and some administrative work. But here men, they will be working in higher paying industries like technology, engineering and finance. So in this way here traditionally also there is a change, or there is a mindset of the people that women should do only this works. So men will be doing these works like that. And next one is there is discrimination. So women, they face some bias in hiring and promotions and pay. So why hiring promotions? Because so whenever women after marriage, if she want to join the job, so there will be a lot of regulations from the home side, and even whenever any woman she is getting the job in the organized sector, so that's when the company need to provide some maternity benefit also. So for that only during hiring also, here companies will think before hiring women. And next one here is workforce participation. So women, they are more likely to take time off for work part-time because they have to care their children or elderly relatives, because women have a lot of burden. Okay, she has to look after their family and look after their husband and children, grandparents, and also the in-laws, etc. So for that many times interruptions will happen. And negotiations, women are less likely to negotiate for high pay or benefits because the opportunities which they are getting is less. So in that less opportunities, they will be not demanding for the higher pay job. And next one is limited access to education and training. So women, they have the limited access to this educational and training opportunities because of this patriarchal mindset of the society. And here, because of this patriarchal mindset, husbands will be saying that you have to stay in home, should not go outside. And because of this, that can limit their ability to acquire the skills and the credentials which are necessary for these high paying jobs as well. And this one is inability to work long hours. For example, women who are doing the jobs, so they can't work in the overtime in the night shifts because of security reasons. And this one is there is lack of mobility to reach even the job sites. Okay, so if you're talking about these companies, they will be present in the outskirts of the city. So because of this, sometimes there will be lack of transportation facilities. And next one is there is discontinuity of experience owing to family responsibilities. So what happens? So women, even though if they are getting the job, so they will be quitting the job because they have more responsibilities in the house. Okay, rather than going with a career, they have to take care of the house, take care of the health of the children, health of the husband, health of the elderly, health of mother-in-law or son or father-in-law, etc. So everything, that is the responsibility of women. And what can be done here? So we can strengthen the legislation. Okay, for example, like Equal Remuneration Act we have in 1976. So we have to go for proper implementation of that, so that we can ensure equal pay for equal work, and we can provide training and as well as development, so that here women, they can enhance the skills and knowledge. So in this way it can helps to advance them in the careers. And next one is we can also empower women. So women can be encouraged to negotiate for better pay and benefits by providing them better opportunities. And even here women can be acting as a leader in different organizations. Okay, so we have to break this gender discrimination, and that will lead to more women in the leadership roles as well. So here you have to remember the women who lead the leadership. For example, Jayalalitha, you can talk about Sonia Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, okay, and even you can talk about Menaka Gandhi and Mayawati ji, okay, and Sushma Swaraj. So you can talk about how women, they lead the work. And next one here is we have to ensure equal distribution of work. So the burden of household work and child care, so normally that will fall on women, but even men have to share that. And I want to give you one main question, that is, despite constitutional provisions and various efforts, the gender pay gap continues to persist in India. Analyze the factors responsible for this gender pay gap and critically evaluate the measures needed to address this issue in the country. So each and every content I gave, okay, so download the PDF from the Telegram channel and try to write the answer for this question. And next question is, which of the following gives global gender gap index ranking to the countries in the world? So recently 2023 report also been released. So guess the correct answer. So which organization is releasing this report? and give your answer in the comment box. And next topic is the United Nations approved Kenya-led security mission to Haiti. So this article is important from your international relations point of view. So if you see the context, it says that around a year after Haiti approached United Nations to seek urgent help to combat deadly gang violence. So gang violence is happening in this Haiti, and Haiti approached United Nations Security Council to make peace and stability in the region. So what happened at that time here? So actually this foreign security mission, which is led by Kenya to restore security and to protect critical infrastructure and to control spiraling violence in the country. So what happened here is Haiti has experienced surge in violence over a past year, and there are many groups, they want to control the parts of the country. And this has resulted in the killings of about 2,800 people, including minors, okay, from 2023 to 2023. And if you see here, the details, it says that Haitian Prime Minister, he first sought international support to assist national police in October last year after the country plunged into crisis when a group of gangs, the name of that gang is Jean and family, they seized the control of entry of main fuel port. Okay, so because of this, what happened? There is cutting of fuel. So because of this blockade, so here that led to the massive shortages in those countries, and there is lack of gas and diesel that adversely affected the transportation and also forced several hospitals and other medical institutions. They relied upon this fuel powered generators. So here US, which had made it very much clear that it won't send the troops, but it will be providing some assistance like intelligence, communications, airlift operations and medical aid. So this is the thing which mainly said by US. So if you see the map here, so here we have Caribbean, right? So here in this region we have this Haiti. This is Haiti. And this is Atlantic Ocean. This is Caribbean Sea. And here we have North America. Here we have Central America, and here we have South America. So if you see some facts regarding this Haiti, so Haiti is a country which is located on islands of Hispaniola, which comes in the Greater Antilles archipelago in this Caribbean Sea, and lies east of Cuba and Jamaica and south to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Island. So this island, which occupies western 3/8 of Hispaniola Island, which shares with this Dominican Republic. So actually to its west we are having the small islands, that is Navasa Island, that's it. So this island, which mainly inhabited by indigenous Taino people. Indigenous Taino people, they originated from this South America. So these are some important facts that you have to remember regarding this topic. I hope it is very much clear. Right, and now let us try to see one small announcement. So we in Rathod's IS, we came up with this mains answer writing practice course, and this course is for 1 year. So after once you join this course, we are going to give you a 52-week schedule, like what you have to read in the next 1 year. So based on that schedule, we are going to give you daily one question. On Sundays, you will be having case study or essay. So after writing the answer, you have to send your answer in PDF format to our mail so that the correction will be happening. Okay, we will give you the detailed feedback. And based on that feedback, you can improve. And for every question, we are going to give the model answer so that you can also generate content. And there is also download option, so you can download the answers and you can keep in a file for the further reference. And one more thing here is, so we are going to have live doubt clearing sessions and as well as live essay and case study practice also, because many students, they have the fear of writing essay. So in this course, the motto here is you have to lose the fear. And I think in today or tomorrow you will be getting one video which is posted regarding this live essay writing practice and case study practice in YouTube. Okay, So you can watch that video as well. And the cost of this course here is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. Even if you can't pay, you can pay in 2 installments. Okay, and if you want to join or if you have any queries, you can call me on this number 8074765513, and it's also WhatsApp number. You can text me on WhatsApp as well. Okay, and if you want to get the notes of this class, you can join the Telegram channel. Okay, so this is a Telegram channel, Rathod's IAS classes. So where we are posting these notes every day so that you can download the notes for the reference. And this is our YouTube channel, Rathod's IAS Academy. You have to subscribe to this channel. And here we are having a lot of playlist. So here in this playlist, here you can see mains answer writing practice. So there are a lot of videos that we posted regarding how to write a mains answer and some recordings of mains answer writing course. So you can watch them. And here this is our Rathod's IAS Academy website. So if you are visiting to our website for the first time, you have to click on login register. And after that, click on do not have account and you can register if you are visiting for the first time. So after registering, you can use your ID, email ID and password for login. After that, you can click on this course list so that you can see the courses that we are offering in Rathod's IAS. And you can click on play course so that you can watch 3 demo videos without paying a single penny. Okay, and here it is our mains answer writing course. So you can join the course here. And this is our foundation course for UPSC CS 2024 and 2025. So here we are providing each and every topic of your GS, and which includes both recorded and as well as live classes. And the cost of this course is 45,000 rupees for the 2 years. And here it also includes even prelims test series, mains answer writing practice, and also prelims booster course. And even it also includes mains test series. Everything will be included here, and the cost is 45,000. So if you are going to pay this amount in one go, you will be getting additional discount. Okay, and if you want to pay in installments, you can also pay in installments for this foundation course. Okay, try to join this. It will be very, very beneficial because every topic is discussed very deeply. And if you have zero knowledge, also if you watch these videos, I can say that you are going to gain the knowledge. And we are also discussing previous questions of prelims and mains and how the questions are appearing. So everything will be detailedly covered here. Right, so try to join this. It will be very, very useful. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. So if you really like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this Rathod's IAS Academy and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much for watching.